So to wrap up this chapter from Mr. Cooper's book on more tricks with treaties, let's look at what he said. And quote, "Taking us into the UN may seem to have been done legally by the President and Senate, but the act is still unlawful because it's unconstitutional, and the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. Neither the President or Senate has the authority or power to change, diminish, or destroy the Constitution by usurpation, treaty, or otherwise. Only a constitutional amendment can lawfully change it." The Constitution is a contract that we, the people of the USA, made with one another, which sets up the machinery of government to carry out this contract, mainly for the purpose of protecting individual rights as well as state rights against the powers of government, and no public official has a right to override the provisions of that contract. Anyone with the presumed intelligence to be President of the USA must know that he cannot lawfully make any such far-reaching treaty with the United Nations or any other foreign power, as you envision by your language, without laying himself open to the charge of treason under Article 3, Section 3 of the Constitution. Just ordinary common sense is required to know that our alleged treaty with the UN and acceptance of the all-inclusive terms of its charter by our presidents, beginning with FDR, who connived with Stalin at Yalta for the setting up of the UN in the USA, and our Senate, is a violation of their sacred oath of office as per Article 3, Section 2 of the Constitution. No treaty or executive agreement is binding on the U.S. if made by the President alone, which has been done, with the advice and consent of the Senate, nor if it violates the Constitution. Lawful treaties are part of, but subordinate to, the Constitution for the simple stated provision therein that all laws and treaties must be made in pursuance thereof. The language and intent of the Constitution and of Article 6 is clear and forthright, and does not admit in good faith or any other interpretation. But sadly enough, it is well known that many of our highest judiciary and elected officials in this era of treason, not reason, do not act in good faith nor in pursuance of the Constitution. So let's pause for a minute. Now that we know that all of these treaties, going back to FDR, are really tricks the shadow government have played on we the people, what do we do now? So going back to quoting, quote, "Any time that the President and Senate make a treaty with a foreign power, such as the UN, which infringes upon or abrogates rights guaranteed to citizens of the USA under the Constitution, the Supreme Court can declare such treaty unconstitutional, void, and of no effect. Of course, the present Supreme Court being composed of political radicals rather than judicial constitutional experts, is not likely to take such action unless forced to do so by public opinion and demand. What we can do as we the people is demand from our Supreme Court the rightful duties they were assigned to do, and get those out of power who have participated in this treason, at least in my opinion. We'll end with this quote in a letter Mr. Cooper provided in this chapter by Marilyn R. Allen. Quote, "True, we should demand rescinding of the action by both Senate and Harry S. Truman in signing the UN Participation Act of 1945 on behalf of the USA. This would put the world on notice that we were once more honoring our own Constitution and reinstating it to its former proper supreme position, as well as reclaiming our sovereignty as an independent republic in accordance with our Declaration of Independence."